Happy New Year's, Commander players. Better late than never. Sorry about the delay. But let's see what we can expect for 2021, potentially. What is up, Commander players? My name is Matt and you're watching Top Commander. So, I do apologize about the delay. Of course, all the holidays that we just got through with, New Year's, Christmas. It's been a pretty hectic couple of weeks, so I do apologize about the delay on videos. So on today's video, what I basically wanted to do was discuss some of what people are hoping or maybe should expect for 2021. 2020 was just a very weird year in general, from everything from COVID-19 to Secret Lair Walking Dead and Twisted Tea. But I'm not here to discuss any of that. I'm not looking to reflect too much on 2020. Although we did get quite a few things from 2020 that were pretty good for the format in general. Although, of course, there's always a few things that companies will do that people don't necessarily agree with. And that's okay. That's just how companies work. That's just a thing that happens. But, so in this episode, what I basically wanted to do is kind of talk about some of the stuff that we potentially hope or should expect for 2021 for the Commander format. And if you want to stick around towards the end of the video, of course, I will be discussing some of the hopes and expectations as far as this channel is concerned moving forward. I promise I'm not going anywhere. I don't plan on not doing any more videos or anything like that, so please don't think that's going to happen. I plan on keeping this channel going for as long as I can. Hopefully the channel will get better as time moves on. But before I go too deep into some of this stuff, just remember, as always, if you wish to support this channel, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you wish to support this channel directly, be sure to visit patreon.com/topcommander. But with that out of the way, so 2021, it's a new year. There's not a whole lot of information that I've seen other than a couple of the spoilers for Kaldheim, which I am really, really excited for. I'm hoping this set pulls off very well. It's based on the Norse gods, Thor, Loki, Odin. We basically got our preview card for the first legendary squirrel that is not from the unset, so that was actually pretty exciting. And of course, we got the iteration of Fenrir from Norse mythology, which is, for those of you who are not familiar, Fenrir is basically one of the only wolves in mythology that is named and is popular or famous in any sort of way. Of course, me being a fan of wolves, as you can probably tell, this was exciting for me because I'm really into wolves, of course, along with Commander. But what are some of the things that we're hoping to see moving forward? Well, we already got our first legendary squirrel for this year, which is kind of cool. Hopefully, moving forward, we're going to be seeing a little bit more of an influx of white card advantage. Of course, we got Keeper of the Accord from Commander Legends, which was another form of white ramp, which was really great. Cartographer's Hawk, which there are a lot of mixed opinions about that, but it was white ramp. And Verge Rangers from the, I believe that came in the Mardu precon from Commander 2020 last year as well. So we're getting cards that we need for white. One thing that I really want more of is card draw or card advantage in white. I feel personally that white has plenty of ramp. When you consider all of the options for white ramp, including the artifacts, there's plenty of options. white needs a way to get card advantage. That's what white needs. I mean, red has impulsive draw. That's, that's red's version of it. I feel like white just needs some form of card advantage. Of course, that some could say that white's card advantage is board wipes, because white has a lot of board wipes. This is true, but I feel like white needs ways to actually dig deeper into the deck. Of course, what else could we potentially want for Commander? Of course, there was a lot of reprints in 2020, some of which were a little bit more difficult to come by, namely the cards from Jumpstart that were reprints and the cards in Double Masters that were reprints. The biggest issue with those is you gotta look at the product that they were coming in. Like, we got Ugin the Spirit Dragon, but that was, of course, printed in a standard legal set. But when it came to the reprints in Jumpstart and the reprints in Double Masters, not a lot of people had the money to really go and get a bunch of that product. And Jumpstart itself was a hard product to get hold of for a lot of people because they didn't quite print enough. But, all of that led to COVID-19 and everything. Just, it made the year very difficult for certain products. Hopefully we will see more reprints, especially for Commander. I'm hoping that we can see some new creature type that sparks interest, or at least bring back some of the old creature types that we haven't seen in forever. I know a couple of people that are like, hey, I really wish they would bring back what is it? There was some kind of a crab creature type. It was like hominids, and the other ones were the cephalids, and we haven't seen those in forever. So I know a couple of people were wanting stuff like that. Having tribal commander precons, I feel like that wouldn't be a bad idea if they do the right tribes, of course. Commander Legends, we did see an influx in pirates, so it'd be interesting to see if they're going to bring out a whole precon for pirates and bring in some more pirates to add into that build. I'm not sure if they would do that red-blue or total Grixis, because there were pirates in Grixis back in, I believe it was Ixalan, and then we ended up getting mainly just red-blue pirates in Commander Legends. But regardless, the archetype is really enjoyed by a lot of people. A lot of people were really thrilled about pirates being in there. Of course, Commander Legends came out with the Cascade cards, which was interesting. Definitely hoping that they expand a little bit more on the Encore mechanic that came out in Commander Legends, because the Encore mechanic is really cool. It's a really neat concept. But I feel like they could have expanded on that a little bit more, so hopefully that's a precursor to things to come. So we're going to be getting more of that, hopefully. Arami is just really cool. I'm just hoping that they continue on that path and do some more cards like that. But what else could we really... What should we expect from 2021? Unfortunately, I feel like there's a few things that we should expect for 2021 that we're probably not going to be super thrilled about. For instance, 2020, we got the Secret Lair Walking Dead, which caused a huge uproar. A lot of people did not like the product. But you also have to remember that these products, these things, are planned out in advance by a couple of years. So unless they completely scratch the whole project, We will be seeing more secret layers, I'm assuming. And with that being said, we may end up seeing another crossover or another version of Secret Lair Walking Dead. Not quite sure what that's going to entail. I don't know what that looks like. I don't work for Wizards of the Coast. I'm not sure what their plans are for product. But I guess we'll have to find out. Just remember to just keep cool about it, because we already got all the uproar about Walking Dead Secret Lair. So when they come out with another one this year, remember that they're planned out a couple of years in advance, so it was bound to happen. They know how we feel about it now, so they may not do any more, but they're probably going to still come out with the ones that they planned on coming out with. So hopefully that doesn't cause too big of an uproar, or they do it properly or something. I guess we'll have to find out. If they come out with another Masters set, Double Masters did see a huge price increase. So if they come out with another Masters set, we may be looking at another price increase, which is going to suck, because a lot of people like to buy boosters. They like to draft these sets, and the more expensive you make it, the harder it is for people to enjoy that. But they haven't had the best track record when it came to the Master set. They keep increasing the prices every year that they came out with another one. Modern Horizons came out like 2 years ago, and we haven't seen a sequel to that set. We haven't seen a Modern Horizons 2. Which I feel like we should see another one of those, hopefully. And Commander Legends, they worked on that set for, from what I'm understanding, about 6 years. So, Commander Legends, hopefully we'll see another set like that sometime in the future. I highly doubt it's going to be this year, but if they do, that'd be great. That'll be like completely miraculous. Besides a few things from Commander Legends, I feel overall the set was really, really good. I enjoy it very much. Hopefully we can get some of these, some of the colors fleshed out a little bit more. I say a little bit more. Particularly what I mean by that is green is so far ahead, and so is blue, that I feel like the other colors need to get a little bit caught up. Black is fine, green is fine, blue is fine. White and red need to catch up. Red is doing pretty good, but white is, of course, dead last when it comes to power scale in these colors. Yeah, I'm hoping that white gets caught up, at least gets caught up to where red's at now. But that's stretching it, because red is, so far, red's pretty far ahead of white. So, I really wish they didn't have things set up the way they did sometimes. As far as any other expectations, I have no clue if they were planning on continuing what they did this year. Well, in 2020 that was new, which was the increase in Commander product. So last year was, of course, the year of Commander. We saw the Commander Precons go back to 5 decks instead of 4. They released alongside Ikoria, and the Commander Precons were based off of everything that was happening in Ikoria, which was a cool concept, but I feel like the Precons were, they were good, don't get me wrong. We had a couple of good reprints on them as well, but I don't like it. I didn't like the fact that the Precons were based off of the cards from the Ikoria main set. Something about that just kind of irked me a little bit. Now, if they went back and said, okay, well, we're going to come out with tribal commanders like they did back in, I believe it was 2017, where they had the vampire precon, the dragon precon, the cat precon, and they came out with some new, like different tribes, but same concept. I feel like that would be kind of cool. We just don't need to see ninjas. Ninjas of, we know what ninjas look like. It's Yuriko. There is no ninja commander other than Yuriko at this point, in all honesty. But I feel like tribal commanders would be a cool concept. A lot of people are finding that when they did the 4-color precons and they brought in the partners, the 2-color partners were overpowered. But in Commander Legends, they brought in 40 brand new commanders that had partner. But these were all monocolored and not quite as overpowered as the originals were. Which I can argue that point to an extent, because some of them are really, really good. But that's for another video. But yeah, as far as what we're expecting for, what we want to see in 2021, that's kind of completely optional. We can hope for certain things, we can expect a few things. But we did also have, instead of the Planeswalker decks released with product, with the set, they did the Commander Precons released with the set. That was a concept that I really did like. They were like $25 Precons for Commander, and each set had 2 of them released, so we had a total of 9 Precons. Now, the cool thing was the precons that were released with the sets were mostly reprints, which was really, really good. We got a couple of really decent cards reprinted. Not as many as most people were hoping for, though. I feel like if they did up the amount of decent reprints for those precons, things will be okay. I wouldn't have a problem with that. $25 deck and you get a lot of really good staples would be a really amazing concept if they follow through with that. But I also feel like the community would still complain about, oh, well, y'all could reprint this, but why not this? And then people are back at complaining about something, as always. It's just a trend that goes along with all of this stuff. So that's pretty much all I can really guess as far as what to expect from Magic for 2021, specifically for Commander. Now, as far as this channel is concerned, surprisingly, the channel is doing a little bit better than I thought it was going to be doing. Not even a full year into it, and last time I looked, we're almost at 30 subscribers, which seems very, very low and insignificant compared to some of the other channels. But mind you, they've been doing this for years. So I do not compare myself to Tolarian Community College. I do not compare myself to Command Zone. They've been doing this for like 6+ years, and they've got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I'm nowhere near that, but the fact that my little rinky-dink channel is hitting 30 subscribers, one goal that I want for by the end of 2021, going into 2022, I want us to see if we can hit 100 subscribers. That's it. That's a fairly simple goal. Let's hope for 100 subscribers. If we get past that goal, awesome. If not, it's fine. low and slow. Let's go. But what else are we expecting to see from this channel moving forward? Definitely more regular uploads. The holidays were very hectic. I do plan on throughout the year trying to take a couple of different steps and measures to make sure that even during the holiday season like that, if I'm unable to record, I plan on trying to get some more episodes on a backlog, so that way when it's time to release a video, I can just click a button and it's there if I don't have the time to break out all the equipment, do the setup, and do the full recording session, editing, and everything like that. So I do plan on taking different steps throughout the year to make sure that this channel does have consistent uploads. We did not get any patrons this year, which is totally fine. It is totally fine. Don't get me wrong. I understand. 2020 was a pain of a year for a lot of people. A lot of people were losing jobs, a lot of financial issues due to COVID and everything. I totally understand. But, you know, we could try to do like $1 a month patron tier. I do plan on going back and looking at the perks for each tier to try to make adjustments and see what I can play around with as far as doing that. If the channel does grow enough, what I do plan on doing at some point is for the patrons having different like merchandise, like actual like hats, t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, whatever, you know, things like that. I do plan on having stuff like that in the future, but we gotta get to that point before we can really realistically look into that. So, but that's pretty much all I've got for today. This is pretty much kind of a looking ahead, trying to come up with goals and see what our hopes and expectations are for the format for this channel. Hopefully things are going to get into more of a recovery stage so we can get back to some form of normality. You know, unfortunately my LGS, we still cannot go and participate at like Commander League or anything like that, which hopefully we'll be able to do that soon this year. Hopefully things are going to let up, get a lot easier for everybody, and we'll be able to do things the way that we used to. Because last year just messed everything up. Also this year, one goal that I do want to try for this year is I want to try to get up some gameplay videos. Now I'm not sure on what format I'm going to do that with. I'm not sure if it's going to be through Spell Table or if it's just a couple of friends and family at the table. But I'm going to be playing around with some of those ideas and see what we can come up with. I'm hoping to be able to get by the end of this year, I want to try to get one gameplay video out. Because, and I say one because I'm not quite sure how it's going to go as far as the editing. I know there's other channels that put them out, you know, twice a week, or, you know, whatever. Once a month, twice a week. But, yeah, that's new territory for me, so that's why I say I want to try to get at least just one up this year. Just one gameplay video, see how that goes, and take it from there. But that's pretty much everything. So, hopefully everybody had a really good holiday. Hopefully everybody's enjoyed New Year's, Christmas, and everything like that. Hopefully we'll be seeing the rest of the spoilers for Kaldheim soon. And hopefully that set doesn't turn out to be a bust. But till then, we'll see you guys next video.